Alright guys, we are going to do a video on these right here. Let's see if you can see it. Alright, they're not really that new. I bought them about probably a month ago, I think, when they came out. But it was during my business trip, so I forgot to do a video on this. So that's what we're going to do a video on today. And we're going to see if it works, because I have been reading the Facebook page, and some people complained that it didn't work or there's some problems. So we're going to get down to the bottom of that and see what's up. We have my project Chris Coster of GunsModify. This is 100% GunsModify and TM stock. Well, with the exception of the Ready Fighter, these two parts right here. But anyways, let's take a look at it. I know he's been going through a lot. I really hope he this is definitely, GunsModify is definitely one of my favorite companies of all time, especially for Glocks. He's done so much. He had a fire at his factory and lost a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty sure he's going through a lot of other issues, so I hope he comes back from it. Unfortunately, I think it did take a price cut in here. I mean, this is a good price. Well, we'll see if it works, but this is it is die casted now. His original hammer was CNC'd, but we'll see if it's a real issue or not. And I bought this in picture to show you guys. This is AIP. Obviously you can tell from that, but this is, I guess you could sort of compare this in price terms. This is not a drop-in though. I did have some people tell me it was a drop-in, but I've installed about at least 20 of these plus, and you know, most of them were not drop-in. So if you had a drop-in, that's wonderful for you. But for me, I had to do fitting on the valve knocker right here. The valve reset would never fit in there, and I usually shape off this part here with the sear where it hits underneath the trigger bar, and sometimes the sear engagement on the hammer would cause problems. But it was a good bang for your buck. It's like 38 bucks. These are both in the $30–$40 range. So you know, I'm sort of expecting issues with these, because this is, you know, it's pretty cheap. Usually you pay like 60 bucks for a high cap hammer and you only get half of it. Like a full steel hammer set for the high cap, like a good one, is 100 bucks usually. Because you gotta pay for a disc. Alright, I'm getting off topic. But let's weigh and compare to the old ones. I don't think really there's gonna be much of a difference. This is for the hell of it, and let's do it, because you know the biggest thing we're gonna see that has changed is the hammer, because we're comparing this to the old one. So I have next one here on the side. I hope he comes back from it. I really do. Okay, is this CNC? No, that's TM. Okay, where are you? Here we go. Alright, here is the original one. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell the difference between the CNC and casted. Take a look at these little, you see these little dimples? Okay, on the right one's a brand new one. But let's just see how it works. We'll let the gun do the talking. Oh, I forgot to weigh it. See if there's any. This is steel. The rotor is aluminum, steel, and he has a new system, which I'm actually very interested in. I guess that would be the edge on the AIP one, because the AIP doesn't have this new system somewhat. But they do give you an extra valve disconnect or valve reset. All right, here is original, or well, version 3. Okay, 5.8 grams versus 6 grams, so it's about 0.2 difference. It's not really an issue. The IP one's actually pretty heavy. I think it's 7. It's been a while since I've weighed it, but it's actually pretty heavy. And heavy is not bad for the Glock. We definitely need we need this issue solved on the Glock with light striking. One thing I did read, ouch, oh man, okay. One thing I did read on the forum, people, or in this installation guide, if you bought this, I'll put in a link below the installation guide. Okay, but let's just make sure. Where is it? Okay. I remember he was saying that to make sure that this long one, can you guys see this long one? not the short one, the long one, to make sure it's around 12 millimeters. Let me just make sure it is. You see, some of them were a little too long. Okay, this is good. All right, what about it? We're good. Turn that off. All right, so that's good. If it's over 12, or like mine was like 1280, but I think you're supposed to measure from here to there. Just make sure if it's like 14 or 13, cut it down just 1 or 2 millimeters. All right, make sure it's around 12. And first, let's do a dry fire test of this gun. Okay, let's get some propane in here. So it does work on propane. This guy's getting loose. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got a lock back. Okay. I'm pretty sure you guys realize it works. That's, fresh propane. No tricks, no bullshit here with me. Okay, the only thing that's going to be different, I think, and I'm curious to see from those people who posted on the forum, my question is, was your trigger bar gun modified? I think that's the only thing that will be different from me and most of the people, because I think the only way you can get the trigger bar was actually through this, I got the Deluxe kit, and there's not many people that own it. So I'm wondering if you guys have stock team trigger bars or Goddard trigger bars. Okay, let's put that right here. I'm hoping I'm in frame. Sorry for the mess, guys. I'm still working on the back table. Alright, so this is the GunsModify trigger bar. And I did have some people that were lucky enough to buy this kit, and they never installed the the GunsModify trigger bar, and they actually had trouble. And I was trying to figure out, talk with them, what's going on, did you install this and this? And the most common thing was, I didn't install the GunsModify trigger bar. So I don't know if that might be an issue, but we'll see. If I don't have an issue, okay, let's put, is it in frame? No, it's not. Okay, here's the stock stuff. I'm going to put the stock stuff out of frame so we don't get confused. The only thing we will be using from the original one is actually the valve reset and the spring that came with it. Okay, and we won't be using this. Where's it? Alright, so these are out of the picture. And now I know there is a trick to installing this, so I'm going to try my best to show this to you, or literally just watch the installation guide. I mean, it's just pictures. He did a very good job of it, so he's always done a good job on actually installation guides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, this is the okay, you guys see, is it focusing? I'm putting this here, and I'm going to play around with it to get the the rolling pin in there. Hopefully I can do this in like under 30 minutes, but hey, if I can't, you guys just fast forward, I guess, or something. And now you have to get this through, and it's going to be quite the pain in the butt. And I'm trying to focus. Okay, got it through. So I have the spring on here, and what I'm going to do is just line it up, and I'm going to pull back this pin. Don't pull it all the way through, otherwise it's just going to come out. You're going to kill yourself. And I'm going to get this guy in here. I'm going to get the sear in here. I'm going to push it through, make sure he's in there. Okay, so we're in there now. Now I'm going to get this tweezer, and hopefully I can get the spring underneath it. Okay. So you guys are going to need to fiddle around with it until you can, oh Lord. Okay. Jackpot. Alright. So make sure, I don't even know if you guys caught that, but don't ask me to replay that. That was hard enough for me. Make sure it actually goes back and forward, okay? See how it snaps right back? Okay, now here's where the trick comes in. Now push it all the way, don't push it all the way through, but push it so you can sneak in the last spring. Okay, just like that. And now you'll see why they actually have you cut it if it's too long. Okay. Let me see if this is too long. Oh wow, mine is way too long. Okay, I'll show you guys an example. I think you see mine's actually hitting it. You guys see that? Just a little. I'm gonna go cut it a little. Let me go get my thing. Don't push it all the way through, otherwise you'll be very unhappy. Okay, I'm gonna go cut it down 1 more millimeter just to be safe. You guys just keep on looking at that and figure out what you're gonna do. Okay, got that cut. Got the screw down that. Alright, let's put it back in. So make sure you guys cut it enough to the point where you can actually push. I mean, of course you're going to have a spring here. Actually, let's install this now. Okay. Okay, get your hammer ready. I think this is a 150. Little. Okay, no, it's definitely the shorter one. Wow, that is going to be tough to get on. Okay, hooking the valve knocker through here. And we'll see if it fits to the window. So I have my right hand here, and you're going to sneak your left hand and put it on top between the valve knocker. And you're going to just play around with it. This guy has to be like all the way forward. Oh, wow. These types of hammer springs, I've seen a couple of them. I think the new gutter ones like this, they're a pain in the butt to put in. That's for sure. Because the original ones used to be sort of longer, and you could just put it right onto the spot right here, no problem. But now it's I've got to fiddle with it, and I really don't have small, delicate hands for this. I wonder to this day why I got involved in pistol. Would have been a lot easier if I was all in the rifle or something with bigger parts. I don't think I'm doing this wrong, but okay, come on. Okay. Wow, that was actually, this is one of the toughest hammers I've had to put in, no doubt. Wow. Okay. That took me a long time. I'm sorry. Oh my God, we're already at 15 minutes. Wow. If you get this far, I applaud you. You must be crazy. Make sure it works. Okay, it's locking. It's pretty tough, man. This is actually really strong. So let's put this in here, the spring, and we're gonna see if it works. Now, the only thing that's gonna separate me, because I think it's really this trigger bar. Okay, I think this trigger bar is more important than people do realize. So if it works, I would say maybe it's the trigger bar. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to start doing work on it and see where I need to fit, because this is my first set and I actually haven't installed it for anybody. Okay. So this is okay. It is tough right now. Needs a run in usually. This is not the right way to do it, but I'm trying to do it within video time. That's one thing, you know, guys. Honestly, if there's anything, I think you should always be prepared to do fitment if you buy aftermarket parts, no matter what it is. I think people get confused when I say, like, it's like 0 to no fitment. I mean, like, when there's fitment for me, it's something like glider, when it takes more than, you know, a couple hours, when it's just blatantly obvious that it's just low quality. But there's still fitment with Airsoft Masterpiece slides, or, you know, big namers as Airsoft Surgeon. You know, if you buy parts, be prepared to do fitment in the pistol world. I think that should be almost should be a rule for anything. If you buy something that's out the market, be prepared to fit it. Let's try this out. This mag is cold. Let's just do it anyways. We'll do 2 mags. Or if it even dry fires. Okay, we got a fresh mag here. Let's try this mag first. Alright, here's the big test, guys. Drop in, no mods, just... Okay, there we go, light strike. Okay, first shot was a light strike. Let's try it on a mag that's not cold, because this is actually pretty cold. So this will be a more fair test. And this is a full fill with propane. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I have a lock. Okay, I gotta stop shooting. It's a little late over here, but there you guys go. You know, this was a drop. I don't know why actually. That's one thing I had to. Thanks. Okay. I'm gonna fix that later. Okay, but let's get to the point. So I'm wondering if those people who had a lot of problems, because you guys can see from this video, this is what, 19 minutes. I just dropped it in. There wasn't any really problems. We had one light strike on here that went puh. Let me try it, see if this one has issues. Okay, so it's just one shot that was going with that. Let me do another one. Another one. Okay, there's no gimmicks here, so I'm wondering if those people that are having trouble, maybe it's the trigger bar. but that sounds a little. I know it just sounds weird to me, but I don't know. I would have to really figure out why the trigger bar is causing a problem for so many people, and I don't think he's made it available to anyone. Okay, but I'm gonna do one more test, and we're gonna see if there's an FPS increase, or I might actually heat up mag to see if the whole the second spring for the valve knocker is actually, if the theory can be proven. I'm not really sure how to prove it. I guess what I would probably do is have 2 mags, both TMs, a stock TM. No, that's not a good test. Okay, no, I'd probably heat up 1 mag, try to get it to a certain temperature, and get another mag. That's actually pretty dangerous, but well, it's not dangerous. Everyone does it. Probably try to heat up mag and see how far temperature-wise this guy can shoot. So we'll do one more video on this, but there you guys have it. I'm not happy that it's die casted, but at the same time, for the price you pay, it's incredibly. I think it's it's a good deal for your money. But there have been reports of people saying that this does not work and it has a lot of problems. But you guys saw in here, no problems. But I'm wondering if it's really because of the trigger bar, which he hasn't made available yet. I know he's going through a lot of trouble, and I wish the best for him. I seriously would do anything if I could to help him out, because he's one of my favorite companies for Glocks. And no one's paying me to say that. I seriously respect him and love that company. One of the best slides I've ever bought. Seriously. All right. There you guys go. You saw it. No bullshit here. Straight 22 minutes, easy installation, no problems. 1 light strike shot, but you saw that's full locking back and 0 problems. And I have no complaints right now. We'll see how it is after I abuse it and run it some more. But just take care of it. If you do install it, I guess my advice would be definitely get some lube and run it in. Don't just do what I did. We got lucky, I think, to be honest. But try to run in. Usually the version 3, version 1, version 2 required a lot of run in. You need to understand how the hammer assembly works and that kind of stuff to make it work. So never expect anything to be drop-ins. I mean, this is the comparable set, and this is not a drop-in. I mean, some people said it's a drop-in. The only ones that have been 100% drop-ins for me, they're the 18 ones. I've installed a lot of those, but these guys have never been a drop-in, so be prepared to do some work. Okay? That's how it should be for the pistol world. Alright? Cheers, guys. See you around. Have a good night.